I'm Vin.
I'm Sori.
If you would like to get your song reviewed, dear listener, there's the filthy capitalist option. As Sori says, $125 gets you straight to the head of the line. You don't have to be a part of the alliance. You don't have to be part of the group.
Wait a minute.
And the biggest thing is you don't have to wait. You hop, skip, and jump right in front of everybody. $125 gets you there. You do that 3 times, and you get mashed down to the $75 rate for perpetuity.
Yes!
Also, there is a band review option. So if you've got a band and you're trying to get your band some exposure, hit me up at sori@gmail.com, and I'll show you the details about how to pull that off.
You can also jump on Patreon, and there is a option on the tiers to be able to get your band reviewed. Yep. Obviously, we can't lie to you, so we can't guarantee a positive review. Get what you get.
It's just rubbish.
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 That's British for garbage.
My favorite is a community option. $1 at the gate gets you in at Patreon. You get to join an alliance. The alliance joins their points together, and that helps determine what songs that we do.
The alliances hang out on Discord.
Message me on Patreon to get the link.
And they do all kinds of other cool things. They do Minecraft, Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. It's really a community within the community. Anybody can go on the village, facebook.com/Vin and Sori. There's 160,000+ people on the channel. What's cool about the Discord is that it offers a real opportunity for community connection, friendship, that type of thing.
And it's on Discord, so if you're not a Facebook person, it's for you.
You start off at $1.
Right.
Plus you get exclusives. Sori and I are working on a song. So the first 15 seconds of that was on Patreon. Also, at $15 tier and above, when we actually debut the video, they're going to be there live with us. There you are, dear listener.
Buy merch.
Buy merch indeed, and tell us how to lead them.
To buy our merch.
Yes, dear listener. Yes, dear listener. Yes, dear listener.
All right, you guys.
We are in the midst of an ultra stream.
Yes, we are in a big giant stream.
A big giant one for you beautiful people.
Negative Vibes is up next.
Negative vibes in this bitch.
Childish Gambino. Feels like summer.
Feels like summer. It
Sounds like a
does.
fun song.
It does. It does.
He says, or is negative? I'm not sure.
Yeah, Negative Vibes is here, isn't he?
Okay, good. In honor of the first particularly hot week of the year, and since summer just kicked off yesterday, here's a song that jumped into my mind a couple weeks ago. Feels Like Summer by Childish Gambino, the recording name of Donald Glover. Fun fact.
Glover, Donald Glover.
Okay, well, how could you know? It looks like Clover, right? With a G?
That's true. That's true.
Fun fact.
Just you've seen his name like 1,000,000 times because he was on that show that we used to watch.
Oh, I didn't see his
Community.
name. You know how I do with people's
Community.
names.
Remember Community, that show?
That's right.
The
he
black
was in
guy?
that. Yeah, he was in
Yeah,
that.
that was him. You saw
But
that
I
name
don't
the other day?
read the names, and I never listen to the names. It's an unfortunate thing that I keep doing that I'm trying to work myself out of. He got that name by using one of those goofy website things called Wu-Tang Clan Name Generator, based on
Is that how he got his
the
name?
first letter of your name and birth month and so on. This track draws
That's
a
crazy.
really
That's like
nice contrast between the laid-back summer vibes of the music and the message of the lyrics.
All right, let's check it out.
Let's see.
Somebody challenged me to a rap battle a couple years ago, and
Yeah?
I was like, all right, get on, let's go. We'll freestyle right now.
Yeah.
They didn't want to do it. So listen,
Oh.
if there's anybody out there that wants to battle your boy lyrically,
Yeah.
can't see me.
We'll be there for it.
That's the thing right there. I'll be,
Yeah.
let's go. I will lay it down on you bitches.
Yep. We'll let the people decide who wins the battle.
Yeah, it's me.
It's
Especially if they're
obviously
white. Can't let
gonna
no white
be
guy come
you.
in there and beat us.
What?
My art form, bitch.
Yep.
This is my friend Marshall. Then you just shoot him. All right, guys. Here we go. Childish Gambino. Blah.
Feels like summer.
With the lyrics, let's check it out. That does seem chill. That beat is interesting.
You can feel it in the streets on a day like this. The heat, it feel like summer. I feel like summer. I feel like summer.
was we're watching
Childish Gambino.
We're watching this show right now, and one of the words that keeps getting used over and over again is the term vibe. Oh, the vibe. Oh. This song was like, it was a vibe song, man. It's like really cool, chill type of. I like that dude, man. Like he's different. He's a different kind of rapper. Like every time, it's weird because I knew about him. Shout out to the big homie Alex on my first assignment. He was a big Childish Gambino fan.
Oh, okay.
And yeah. At the time, like it was my first, you know what I'm saying? It was my first kind of station assignment thingamajig. So I was like, you know what I'm saying? Uh-huh. So he get in with the locals or whatever and, you know, blend in. So, you know, he's like, oh man, Childish Gambino. I'm like, oh yeah. I was focused on, you know. Uh-huh. Yeah. You know me, it was my first time, so I was like, I gotta be perfect. But this dude would always talk about this guy, and I'm like, yeah, man, yeah. And now I'm realizing, like, why didn't you just look at it? You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'd have looked at it, I'd have loved this dude. Yeah. I love this vibe, man.
Me too, 100%.
Because it's like,
feeling it hard.
There is something about hip hop where if the artist gets in a certain kind of mood, it creates a sort of chill environment that cannot be replicated in any other kind of style of music, man. And the other thing about rap now, like, okay, here's what I'll say about rap now versus the rap I grew up with. The hip hop that's around now, like if you're gonna be a good rapper now, you have to be able to sing as well. So that's something I would put that on Ye. I put that on Kanye. I think Kanye was the one that really kind of propelled that because he would do both. He produce, rap, and sing on the. I mean, dude is honestly like, I don't know what he's the GOAT somewhere, but like all modern music that you're hearing right now came from that dude. He's incredible. But like you have real life gangsters like Vaughn. Vaughn's got songs where he's singing like hitting notes and shit. And it's like if it was when we were coming up, we'd be laughing at dude like, yo, look this. You know what I'm saying? Because you had people singing in 90s hip hop, you know, early 2000s hip hop, but it was always the R&B guy. So the rapper would do the verses, and then in the hook or the little chorus, then the R&B guy would jump in as a guest, and he would. Bad Boy had this dude named Carl Thomas, dudes from 112, R. Kelly. You know, like you always had to have a song with R. Kelly. You would rap, and then he would sing the chorus. So like. Biggie has that song. You may be used to me singing and all that sweet whining and dining, but I'm you tonight. That's the song. And it, you know, now as R. Kelly singing it, it's like, you know, him and Drake and P. Diddy, they're all together at the party. Not a very good look. But now, like that singing, that was him. That was Gambino, and he was rapping.
Oh,
So lyrically, so I'll say this. Lyrically, the quality of the lyricism has gone down significantly in a way that is noticeable. Like, there's a lot of times I'm sitting watching these dudes, I'm like, yo, I could freestyle a deeper lyrical. Yeah, but can you sing, Vin? No, I cannot. Okay. You know? So, like, back in it's kind of like natural selection. Like, at my time, it was like, hey, this is a rapper. You just do the lyrics, and then the R&B guy will sing. You're not going to sing as a rapper because you look dumb, and the R&B guy is not going to rap because he's going to look. We're going to laugh at you. Like, you're a singer, bro. You can't be talking about. Although R. Kelly was kind of like, he was a real life gang. He was from Chicago. Like, dudes from Chicago know R. Kelly. Like,
okay.
There's a lot of dudes from Chicago that are like Derrick Rose. Like he's from he was with the shit.
Really?
All type. Yeah, like. Couple of them boys, man. So like, but this is where I think a lot of like the old school, and we're not kind of old school. I'd say that we're second generation hip hop heads. Don't get it, like because it's like, oh, where's the lyricism? It's like, yeah, man, it's not about that totally right now.
Yeah,
it's what's the vibe and what's the total thing, and now you're getting this, you're getting him talking about something and then singing on the hook, but it's a different side of you know what he's expressing, and so like you get all the new the new rappers and got all these people judging them, but at the same time, these guys are hitting notes and they're doing stuff that's different. Their song structures are different than what we grew up with. Mm-hmm. And so that's where I would say, like, if you say a guy like Big or Pac had like a 9.5 in talent, I would say that these new rappers are at the exact same place. It's just the talent is being dispersed now between the vocalization and the lyricism. Whereas the talent was kind of,
narrowed down
specifically into the lyricism if you were a rapper or whatever. Yeah. And so that's one of the reasons why guys like Eminem or whatever, like, they're not hitting in like the next generation of people, because he's just a straight lyricist and he's always just going to be a straight lyricist. So he's not hitting like, but he's same thing with 50. Like 50 had this giant tour. He sold out everywhere. He financed the whole thing himself. So he still has fans, but he's not making new fans. See what I'm saying? Because he can't, and 50 understood that. So that's why he went into movie production and all this other stuff. So like, the vibe in this song was crazy. There were not really complex lyrics. There were no double and triple entendres. Like, if you want to see a guy with triple entendres, Kendrick Lamar, right?
Yep.
Like, that song is insane. Like, just listen to They're Not Like Us and listen to all the breakdowns of They're Not Like Us. Like, whole damn classes have been done on dissecting those lyrics, literally. This... it's not like pretentious and lyrically complex. I know exactly what he was saying. I didn't have to apply a lot of but look at the vibe that the song brought. Like, and it's real life, like parents telling the kids to slow down and all that shit. Like, that's New York, bro. Because what happens is, like, when it's winter and shit, everybody's inside, everybody's trying to, but then when you're outside, now you got kids running around and somebody's always getting hit by a car, bro. Like, it happened to me. It happened to me when I was a kid. I told you that. Right. He was out there playing Manhunt.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, and then,
last summer.
And then, boom, I was like, I literally, like, found myself in the air. I was like, what the fuck? It was like Fortnite, when dudes hit you, and all of a sudden, I'm running, and then all of a sudden, I was looking this way, and all of a sudden, I was seeing the sky. I'm like, what the fuck's going on here?
Nothing broke.
And then everybody's like, yo, Vin. And then they looked at Dude. And Dude swore at me in Spanish, and then he took off because they were sure I was. I mean, I was like, what the fuck? What happened? And there was a girl I wanted to talk to at the time, and so Shorty was like, hey, are you okay? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yo, I'm good. They're like, yo, let's take you to the. I'm like, nah, we playing Manhunt, So I played for the rest of the day on a fucked up leg.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and then my brother came. And he saw me limping heavy, and he's like, who did you get into it with? And I was like, nah, man, like, you won't. It wasn't like that. He's like, nah, who did you get into it with? Because he's never, like, seen me hurt. You know what I'm saying? Even if we got, like, he's never seen me hurt. And I was hurt. And I didn't want to tell him, but I finally told him, I was like, I was playing Manhunt in the little street and got hit by a car. He's like, nigga, it's summer. What's wrong with you? But like that line was crazy to me because I'm like, yo, and I wasn't a kid.
Relatable to you.
I wasn't a kid. I was like a ninth or 10th grade. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't a child. So, but I just remember that. Like,
when you got hit, you were that old?
Yeah. I wasn't. I mean, you think I would have got hit by a car, fucked up my leg, and just kept it moving if I was like a little kid? You know what I'm saying?
Guess I pictured you were like 11.
Nah, I was in New York. I was in Florida at 11. You know what I'm saying? But. When that car, because I was, Shorty was, I wasn't doing that, at 11 years old.
I actually thought that when you got hit, that was like your last childhood, that last summer.
Nah, that was the last summer of my childhood, though, because then things got really crazy, in school after that. People started dying, all type of shit.
When you got hit, that summer was the last one?
That was the last one when it was just like,
I thought I remembered you saying that.
But I wasn't like 11, but that's the next. Then when we went to school the next year, like that's when everything like went crazy. Yeah. That's when people started getting, I started seeing a bunch of, and that was the end. That was the end of like all the innocence that I had. But that's probably why like that vibe is so crazy to me because it reminds me of that summer right before like everything went crazy. You know what I mean? And nothing really went crazy. It was just New York. It was just you make decisions. You know what I'm saying? And so. I chose to be, part of the stupidity back there. But yeah, like it was such a chill vibe, and that line was just so crazy to me because I don't even think about like me getting hit as much as I thought about the Latino moms, because they always had like 4 or 5 kids. You know, saying the black moms only have like 1 or 2. Latinas have like 4 or 5 kids, and and the other thing is like they all lived around each other, so that wasn't all her kids. You see what I'm saying? That was her sister's kids or her best friend or whatever, or their cousin, whatever. And they'd be walking, and you'd always slow down, and then they'd go in Spanish and shit, and you had to be careful. Like when you're driving around Plimpton is where the Spanish people. You had to be careful. You just slow down because you don't want to hit one of them kids. They were always out there, so. That that vibe is just so crazy because it's like, yo, like that's one of those things. Like I remember that. Like I remember like hearing, seeing the mom with the kid here, the stroller there, and then the other kid was supposed to hold the stroller. They didn't have any of that leash shit, so it's like you hear them yelling across the street, Danielito! Like I love, but like nobody got hit, you know what I'm saying? Like I got hit because we were playing Manhunt or whatever, but like you just knew like those certain areas or whatever. You see a mom like that, or like you see a Spanish lady like that, and she'd be on a train, be like 4 or 5 kids. It doesn't matter how gangster you are. I've seen real life gangsters, killers. I've seen them get up. Go ahead, miss. Sit down with these kids. You know what I'm saying? And then the other dudes would be like, oh shit, because they was like 3 or 4 kids, so they'd all get up. They'd be like, doesn't matter how full the train was, doesn't matter how gangster you were. Like I said, like these are real life gangs. Those dudes that I hated, but like. They would get up for her, like it was just like that, that's like the little subtleties of like New York that people like don't understand because it's like all that, I'm sure it's like that in Chicago and LA and all that, but like it just brought me to that kind of thing, like being on the 5 train during rush hour and seeing like these horrible dudes that were eating food, cutting people's faces open, all types of shit. That Spanish lady would come on that train with 4 or 5 kids, yo. Everybody would get up, make sure she was good. And it was always miss. Go ahead, miss. And they'd always say, no, it's okay. And go ahead, miss. Like I loved it. And then one time I didn't know how to do it.
Is that why Franco says Miss Sori?
Yeah, he's New York too. Yeah, like miss is a big thing. And like I remember one time, like I didn't know what was going on. You know what I'm saying? Like some guy got and I'm sitting there, in my headphones. He's like, yo, move, nigga. I didn't even know who he was. I'm like, what? And I look, and then it's just 2 or 3 other kids over there. I'm like, oh shit, might be. And I got up and whatever, and he kind of looked at me like, yeah, okay,
all right.
It's just like, I'm like staying too much on that topic, but like that was like one of my favorite things about New York, and it's one of those things that you don't understand unless you're there. To get into the train, it's every man for themselves. You're running, because that train don't wait for nobody. And if it's staying clear of the closing doors, please. It's exactly how it sounds. Boop. That thing opens up. The minute that shit closes, it's out of there. And that train is not coming back for another, 11 to 15 minutes. And by that time, you're late for school, you're late for your appointment, and there's no nothing in New York. So everybody's always like, go, 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 go. So it was like that. It was like, blah, 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 like people pushing each other, blah, blah, blah. But then the minute you're in the train, so everybody knows they're going to make their appointment, then everybody becomes
human again.
A human again. So it was cool. It was really cool. I see some horrible things happen on the train, did some terrible things on the train, but that was like, I always like try to hold on to those memories, because it's like a lot of bad shit happened on train to people, but that always, no matter what it was, like anytime a woman showed up like that, dudes are always there. And then you see dudes put out cigarettes. Yo, chill with the weed, bro. Dudes don't even know each other. But as soon as a woman comes in with them kids, man, it's over with. So.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, man. It was a really cool human moment, man. So that's what was going through my head. Shout out to New York City. This is 9.8 for me.
9.9 for me.
Yeah,
I loved this one. I loved the chill vibe of it, and the feelings of. Obviously, you know how I am about the sun. Summertime would hit. I grew up all the way in Maine all the time. The winter, everything drags out for so long. When you got those, and the other thing was summer vacation meant no school, and I can't tell you how much I hated school. When you were talking about that depressed feeling that you got after the shows, that for me was when I saw those banners hit.
Oh my God.
The school starting soon. I'd feel so sick. I'm like, oh my gosh, school. I hated it. Anyway, shout out to private schools. Yeah, I'm gonna go with a 9.9. I really liked it. It was super chill, and I love the coloring of the picture.
I'm gonna try to find that
summer-
music
summertime
video.
vibe.
I'm gonna try to find that music video.
Yeah, I'd like to watch it
guarantee
too,
it's
yeah.
gonna be. It's gonna be.
Yeah, what
It's
you're
gonna be
describing.
cool. It's gonna be cool.
All right, you guys, we got more to come. Thanks, Negative, for that one. That one's going on my playlist. That's
Gang,
for sure.
gang. That's awesome. Negative vibes. My YouTube comment thing is still frozen here. All right, guys. We'll be right back on the other side of the break. More music coming your way. Vin out.
Sori out.
Go.